everyone in football has been trying to digest this news that Manchester City are one of the clubs committed to joining the breakaway Super League. Can you tell us when you found out about the plan and what you've learned about it over the last couple of days?
Few hours before the statement was released, I think, like the other my colleagues. So, and they told me he's going to release one statement, and the statement is still there, like is there, but no one speaks clearly more details what he's going to do, what he's going to create, and we are still in this position.
Do you think it's fair that you're the first person that Manchester City that we're hearing from about this plan?
It's an honor. It's an honor. I'm a good spokesman. It's an honor. No, listen, I think Ole, Jurgen, Thomas, Mikel, now Ryan, myself, we speak 6 times a week in a press conference. We can talk everything. So we spoke about virus and COVID and NHS and furlough and anything. So, and we can, honestly, we can ask whatever you want. I'm going to ask what really I feel. But honestly, we are not the right people to answer these questions, because they're a president or vice president. They can talk more clear exactly what is the idea for the future or the football wanna go, and that's why it's a little bit uncomfortable for us, because we don't have the all information. Once we have incredible all information, I will give my opinion. I can give you the opinion what I know today, but I don't know more. So that is the reality. So it's a statement and no more than that. So I would love the president or vice president for this committee go out all around the world and say what is the reason why we took that decision. So, and I support my club, so I know the people and I'm part of this club. So, but also have my own opinion, and in my opinion, I would love to be clear when I have all the information. Right now, it's just a statement. No one appear and says anything. So that's why for all of us, for Ole, for Jurgen, for Thomas, for all the managers in these 6 teams, so it's uncomfortable. We don't have all the information.
Okay, next question from Simon Stone.
Hi, Pep. Just carrying on that same theme. I mean, obviously, you came into football as a little boy. You are synonymous with big clubs at Barcelona and Manchester City. How comfortable do you feel with the idea of a league where nobody could get promoted into it, nobody can get relegated out of it, it's just the same team?
The same time, like I said, that I don't have all information, I have a few information. If you ask me, it's about these teams has been selected, I don't know the reason why, is going to play this competition, hypothetical competition in the future. And a sport is not a sport when the relation between the effort and the success, the effort and reward don't exist. So it's not a sport. So it's not a sport of the success is already guaranteed. It's not a sport and it doesn't matter if you lose. That's why I said many times, I want the best competition as strong as possible, so especially the Premier League, and it's not fair when one team fight, arrive at the top, and after cannot be qualified because the success is already guaranteed or just for few clubs. In this statement is what I feel. I don't know it's going to change, and the people say, no, maybe 4 or 5 teams can go up and can play these competitions. But what happened in the last 14, 15 played not good season, and every time will be there. So this is not a sport, it's another issue.
Okay, next we go to Mike Minet.
Hi, Pep. Hope you can hear me okay. Have you had a chance to meet with your players and discuss this yet? And what are they saying at the moment? Because we heard from the likes of James Milner last night.
No, because it's an embryo that is not yet breathing. It's just a statement. It's 2 papers or 3 or 4. It's an embryo that is still not breathing, yet breathing. That is the reality. So, and we're going to play the Champions League next week. We're going to try to reach the final. And next season we're going to play the European competitions because we deserve it. We want it on the pitch. And the player has to be focused in Aston Villa. So, like all the managers said before, because I listened Jurgen and the other managers, so we did our job. And after a period of that, so the right people have to clarify. They have the obligation, have the duty, as soon as possible. Today better than tomorrow, tomorrow better than the after tomorrow. Come out all around the world, because it's a worldwide issue, and clarify what is the situation is going to come, and the benefits, and why they took the decision these teams are going to play and the other ones not. Why Ajax Amsterdam, they have 4 or 5 Champions League, has not be there. They have to clarify that. They have to tell me. They have to tell us, all of us, to do it. Saying that, every club defend his position. Don't be cynical and say, okay, it's for the other one. Everyone make his own interest. When you talk about the Premier League, what do you have to do? Premier League look his interest. UEFA looks interest. Arriving that point, UEFA also have failed. Arriving that point, also the UEFA have failed. They have to communicate and be in touch before. So they have to clarify, because I don't have all the information to give my opinion. But just for this step, why these ones can be there and the other ones, but the other ones could be there, the people would be happy. When we defined this season in the most difficult season of the world for the COVID pandemic, we found to make 5 substitutions. And every team look for himself, not look for the players, for himself. Don't say now this for this big 6. It's completely unfair for all the people working in this club. This club, in the toughest period in the world, never fire one person in it and defend. Everybody suffering, is struggling in this situation, and all the clubs is suffering about the budgets and everything. But they have to clarify. So they have to make a statement real clear where I decide to do this step, and after that, the people are going to decide what they have to do. At the end, of course, we have to go all together as much as possible, go in the same hand as much as possible. But in the same times, don't be cynical, because everyone looks for himself. UEFA thinks for himself. Don't think about, for example, I put an example. So in the toughest period in the season, in the more important part of the season, when we played 10 months to win the titles and everything, Lewandowski was injured in international duty and cannot play the quarterfinal against PSG because play international game for national teams. But UEFA decided to play there. Because UEFA decided his business. He was thinking about Bayern Munich. And unfortunately, Levy was injured in Poland and Andorra and could not play the quarterfinals when he was 10 months fighting and playing every single day. Irresponsibility for the Big 6, this one. Responsibility for Bayern Munich? No, it's for the UEFA as well. Why don't clarify it? But when we talk about that, they don't listen, neither. Like the Premier League here. Everyone look himself. And that is the point.